fun of ourselves because we feel like we sounded so loud in the last episode. It was like, ugh, who wants to listen to that?
I know. I
You're
already
still
hate my
whispering.
voice. Yeah, I'm still whispering because I'm scared. I hate my voice. And when it's loud, it's like nails on a chalkboard. And I don't want to lose listeners because they're like, I don't want to hear that redneck speaking into the mic.
Everyone, everyone, I'm telling you, loves your accent. They love to hear you talk. You are the only one. I remember when I first started following you, you would never talk into the stories ever. And then I didn't know you had like a strong, thick accent until like later on. And I was like, wait, what? You sound like this? This is amazing. And you were like, I hate the way I talk. I never talk on here.
And thank you for exhibit A of why I don't like to speak.
People
You just
wish
did
people wish
my
they had that
voice.
accent. That's why you always bring out my Texas twang. It's buried beneath me, and then when I get around you, I start, getting a little twang into these teeth.
I
Oh my
don't have an
gosh.
accent. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was
It's
so funny
fine.
when John first met Lauren. Um, she was like, "Hey, I'm from New York," and he was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "I'm kidding."
I say that to everybody whenever I'll be randomly somewhere and somebody will ask me and I know they're asking me because I have an accent and they'll be like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "New York." And they every time because I do it with such a straight face and every time they're like, oh, okay." I'm like, "No, North Carolina."
If you ever meet Lauren, she is like such a jokester, but she does it seriously, so you don't know if she's joking until like afterwards. It's
Sorry,
it's
you
a little.
froze for a second. What did you say? If you ever meet Lauren, I'm what?
I was saying if you ever meet Lauren, she jokes a whole lot, and you'll never know until she's like, "I'm just kidding," right afterwards. Oh
I know.
goodness. Okay, so mental health check-in. This is what I normally do with my friends. Like I like shoot a text or a voice memo. I'm like mental health check-in, and that's what I do with Lauren. And so I thought it'd be fun to like start off like that, like how we normally check in. So
Check.
how's it going? How's the mental today?
Um, it's going. Channing, so on the last podcast we were talking about how his sleep has been really well. Well, he was up at 3 o'clock last night or this morning. So that was fun.
And
But super
Channing just
happy and hype.
and he like stays in his room until the morning time, right? Well, like, appropriate morning time, right?
Yeah, he stayed in there until about 5 or 6, five something. And then he came downstairs and he was just like doing laps in the hall, like running from one end of the hall to the other, but laughing.
Yeah.
But he is so heavy footed, it just sounds like a herd of elephants going through.
Yeah.
But he's so happy that I was like, well, he's not mad,
Yeah.
like just let him
Dude,
be. It's fine.
that is the compass for me. I'm like, oh, is Rob
Hmm.
happy and he broke a TV? God, fine. It was an accident. Great.
Yep.
Was he happy? Was he? That's my first question. Is was he happy when
Yeah.
Rob wakes up? He now these days it always changes. He'll either come into bed with us every single time, or if he'll fall back asleep, which I'm like, that's a win because that was never a thing. Or if he is up for the day, he won't be in his room. He'll be in my bed on his phone or something. But um,
Hmm.
as long as they're happy, that's all that matters.
I wish Channing would get in the bed with us. He will not. He will not get in the bed with you, and there is no one allowed in his bed. He
Mm,
is a single bed man.
that's so nice.
Not
That's how I
happening.
am. But I love being by myself in the bed, but I have a husband and I have a Rob. But Rob is so funny. Like so in the middle of the night, he'll go to John's side and he says, "Scoot over." Because I've taught him that's what we say when we, instead of kicking or pushing, because that's what we were doing. Scoot over. So he'll go up to John, just like dead in the middle of the night. Scoot over.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Oh, man.
I
Okay,
love
sorry, I
him
like
so
interrupted
much.
with Rob's sleep. So okay, back to mental check-in.
Oh, well, I mean, everything's pretty good. Like, we had the Christmas program on Monday, and that went well. I mean, we had to do a lot of preparation leading up to it. And, I had to ask the teachers, what is the plan for if he's not happy when he's up there. And because one time we had a situation where we didn't discuss it beforehand, and he was obviously like not feeling it up on the stage, and I was this close to going and getting him down, but then his para, I think, saw my reaction, and she went and kind of helped him off the stage. But I never wanted to get into that kind of situation again where he is visibly like not wanting to be up there and getting upset. And so we were talking about, what the plan was for that. And then, just finding out like what song he was singing or they were singing, just so we could play it before. And he thought that was so funny that we were playing the song like in the car on the way there. But we were just trying to really like mentally prep him and get him in the mind frame of, going to the Christmas program, because normally he does not like going back to school after we've come home, because I imagine that is very frustrating if we didn't tell him, like, okay, today's the day of the program. We're going to be going back to school. So we have to really narrate all of that stuff, almost to the point where it feels like we're saying it so many times. But it's like we know he hears us, but he likes the constant like reminding. I feel like it's like relaxing for him almost to like think,
Mhm.
this is the plan, this is what's happening, and the plan has not changed. They're still telling me the same thing. So and we've just kind of learned that over the years, because the first year that we went back to school for the Christmas program, he was like, no, like, why are we going back to school? So then that took us a little bit to get to the point where he was happy that he was at school. So anyway, that's a long-winded version of what we had to do on Monday, but it ended up going really well. And he looked like he was so happy up there, like he wasn't singing the song or anything, but he was smiling and just so sweet. And his sisters were like, "Go, Baba." And that was just like the
Oh.
cutest, sweetest thing ever. And he was holding his little friend Emery's hand, who's Emery has been like his good friend, like a very solid, just like rock for him, because Emery's been there since kindergarten. And that's the great thing we love about this school. It is so small that, he has the same classmates, but they do kind of come in and out. But Emery has been a constant, and he was holding his hand. And Channing was doing the funny Channing thing where he, like, I'm going to try to say it since I know people can't see me, but where he like turns and like looks you in the eye. And he kept doing that to Emery, almost like, "Emery, you still here? Emery, what do you think about this?" So sorry, y'all. That's my dogs.
My dog, yeah.
Um,
John coughed in the background a minute ago, and I was like, shh.
yeah, I know. But he was doing that, and it was so cute because Emery like was trying to keep the serious face, and but I could tell he kind of wanted to giggle because Channing was just like putting his face in his face, like, "What do you think, Emery? What are you doing? Is this fun? You like this, Emery?" And it was just really cute, and it made kind of everybody chuckle. And I'm so glad that it went well, because I feel like the last couple of times it hasn't gone as well. So this time it was just a nice, refreshing reminder that even though there's times when it doesn't work, there are times when it will work, and we just keep doing the same thing we're doing. Like, even if it feels like it's not working, it is working. It's
Mhm.
just, it it's so much, and that's just like this whole journey with autism, like
Hmm.
it's
Up and
it
down.
sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you have a bad day, but you keep going. And that Christmas program was a beautiful reminder of like why we're at this school and why he's doing what he's doing, and why we we still need to do the reminders and the arriving early and letting him run up and down the hallway and get out those wiggles and regulate and get comfortable before we just throw him up on the stage.
Yes,
So it
absolutely.
was good.
Like the prep is so important. And I
Hmm.
feel like if you're, I didn't realize we had like a lot of therapists and teachers that are not autism parents that listen to our podcast, which I love. And just a reminder, like your prep work and like keeping that communication really, really strong with the parents is so important because our kids a lot of times can't come home and tell us like what is going to happen at for example, Christmas program. And so we really, really rely on y'all to over communicate with us, and keep us in the loop. So that way we can be as involved as we can and like getting them excited and giving them the rundown and, just helping with that transition, even just going back to school that night. You know what I mean? Like that is such a hard concept. If it's not being presented and like shared ahead of time with our kids in the way that we as parents have like learned to do. So I don't
Hmm.
know. I love that it went well. It makes me so happy. That's such a big win. And that I'm sure is like the best boost to your mental. I had a really good weekend um, with the family. So I struggle with anxiety and getting out of the house because I don't want, if like, I don't have to put ourselves in a situation to where it could go like downhill and, then have to process that and decompress after that. I don't want to, but it's like that's how you try new things is getting out there. And so that's something I like really struggle with all the time. And John is like really big on us trying things and getting out there, but I'm the one who's like I have to mentally prepare for it. So anyway, my stepbrother Chase, which is so funny, I called him my brother in my stories, and everyone was like, "He's Rob's twin. He's Rob's twin." And I was like, "He's actually my stepbrother," but that's pretty cool. Um, so my
It's
stepbrother and
actually
his
not possible, but yes.
my stepbrother and his fiance Lauren, she is the director of like outdoor activities. I think that's her title at Camp Allen, which is like 30 minutes away from us. It's in Navasota, Texas. And it is this beautiful, beautiful camp. They have cabins, they have like amazing houses on the lake. I mean, just all of these things. They have all sorts of like reptiles and petting zoo. Anyway, they've been begging us to come up there because Lauren gets to live on camp in a cabin, this beautiful cabin. So her and Chase live there, and we haven't been up there yet. So John was like, "We really need to go," and I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know. Like, I have to like be in the right headspace." So anyway, I so Chase is Donnie, my stepdad's son. So I asked my mom and Donnie, like, hey, y'all want to come? More hands on deck for Rob in case, because sometimes Rob won't even want to get out of the car if we go somewhere new. And if he has like his people there, it's much easier. And we did end up getting there, and it took him a little bit to get out of the car. And Mimi and Pappy were like, vital in that transition. Like they helped get him out of the car without any kind of like struggles. So
Hmm.
that was the win. He got out of the car. But then we spent like almost 5 hours at camp just walking around, going. They have like a side by side, like whatever, like revved up golf cart. So we got to go all throughout the like grounds, and Chase and Lauren are getting married there. So we got to go like see where they're getting married. And Rob stopped at every stop with us, got out, was looking around. Then we got to go see the animals. And it was just like so needed for my soul. I know for Rob as well, because I feel like nature's like super healing. But it was needed for me to get out of the house and do something that wasn't play therapy or his regular routine or like a safe space like my dad's house, Mimi and Pappy's house. Like it was so important, I think, to have that win.
Yeah, to
Um,
see if that you could do it
that we could
and that
do
he
it,
could do it.
that he could do it, get going into a new place. And I don't know, it was the best. Like now I want to live there. Like it is so incredible. But here's the cool thing. So Lauren was like, "Yeah, you need to like do a retreat here for moms or whatever." She's like, "Because we have a lot of groups that come up here and do retreats. They have ropes course for like team building and like bravery exercises and like zip line. So I was
I
thinking
love
like
it.
maybe that's where we could do like an our first rodeo retreat.
I know. Whenever you said Lauren said, I was like, Lauren did not say that.
Not you, Lauren.
I was
Other
like, I'm
Lauren.
not planning anything, but I
Chase's
do like
Lauren.
the idea. I do like the idea, and I do think
Mhm.
that could be really fun. So, how
Yeah,
far away is it from you?
30 minutes. And they
Wow.
have big houses or like little cabins, and then they just have everything you need. Horseback riding. I mean, it could be a really fun retreat where it's like organized fun and outdoorsy, but like super chill too. Nothing like
Mhm.
because you and I are the same. Like we don't want to, we want to like have fun and relax.
I know, and I don't know that I would necessarily call myself outdoorsy.
We're gonna be.
I'll try
Listen,
to be.
we going to be. Listen, I'm calling it 2026, and I'm thinking we do it like at the end of the year because that's when we were just there and it was beautiful. Like
Mhm.
the weather was amazing. So I'm thinking fall 2026, we do an our first rodeo retreat. I'm putting it out there. I have to, or else we'll never do it.
I know. I like the idea. I definitely I want to be inside some.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I
Well,
like being outside, but I don't want to be outside like
no, they have like
dirty.
beautiful homes on they have like beautiful homes on the lake, and then there's like a
Yeah.
hotel and then there's like cabins. It's not like tents. It's not like that.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I don't know that I'm a camper.
It's not
I've done
camping.
it before, but I have to be in the right headspace. And if I'm doing a retreat, I'm just not sure that those two things like go hand in hand in my book.
Well, maybe it will this time.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do anything with you.
I know, I know.
I mean, whatever you tell me to do, I'm like, okay, if you want me to, let's do it.
Yeah,
But no,
I
I sound like I'm not excited, but I am
yeah.
excited. This it sounds, and I do like because it goes with the rodeo
That's what
theme. Yeah, so
that's a
I like it.
I love the idea.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it's
picking
fun
up what you're putting
because
down.
Lauren's like we'll organize all the like things. So that way, I don't know.
The
I
other
think
Lauren,
especially
not
when
this
you
Lauren.
the other Lauren, yeah. Especially when you put people together who haven't like met each other in real life and stuff, like it's intimidating. And so having like a structured like day,
Hmm.
and built
I can
like,
appreciate that for sure.
you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think they do yoga. It's all sorts of fun.
Ooh.
I know it. I
Okay.
know it. Okay, Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? What's going on? Presents, how are we feeling about presents? I haven't got Rob anything because I just every I don't know what to get.
I know.
It's like I know what to
Um,
get, but I don't know what to
I know. So we splurged and got this massive bouncy like obstacle course situation. And it's 136 pounds.
get. Oh my
I
God.
know that because it says it on the side of the box. And the box is still outside in my driveway because I cannot move it. Um, but I think that's going to be like the gift, like the big gift that they all enjoy. And we like for it to be something that they can all three like do together.
Hmm.
So I mean, but it's a legit, like, it looks like something you would rent.
Well, I mean,
So, that's what we're going with. I mean, like Channing needs clothes.
yeah.
He's growing so fast. He needs clothes, and he really gets overwhelmed with all the gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And we normally do like a box and put everything in that one box, and then he just opens that box. And I don't know. I just don't even know that I have any little things to put in a box. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard. His spell to communicate instructor did send me a picture of like this fidget that's a it's one I've seen a lot of people use them recently, but there it has like the spikes on it and you like squeeze it in your hand and
Yes.
it's like metal.
Uh-huh.
I think Kaylee has one. I've seen
She
her
does.
like post
She
about
loves
it.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So because he does this thing where when he's overstimulated, um he'll like take his three fingers and like put them in his mouth and bite hard like "Arr," like that. And that's how we know that he is dysregulated because it's a sure sign.
And it's not an
And
oral
he
thing.
was
He's
doing
like doing it on his fingers. So yeah.
yes, because we've tried the chewies and all he does is eat them. Even if it's like the industrial strength chewy, he's like chewing the
Yeah.
pieces off of it. Like that doesn't work. So she was trying to help me think of another way to get that same kind of input. And I feel like it could be, he'll either love it or hate it. I mean, I don't know. So we'll see. I had, Danielle and then somebody else sent it to me recently too, sent me a Peppa book. Cause he does love like reading Peppa books but he has all of them.
Yeah.
But it's a customizable Peppa book where you personalize it. So it says like Channing and Peppa's adventure, and
Oh.
then it's like a Channing character that you make like on their little website. But I did get him that, and then I saw that there was like a 3-pack that you could do with 3 different stories. So I opted for that. So
Yeah.
I do have that. But that's really it. I mean, I don't know. Christmas is hard because I don't know what all he really wants, or does he want anything? I think he just wants to be included, and so we will do that. Um, I don't know. It's it's hard, and we have to keep the elf up really high because if not, he'll throw the elf. I think I talked about that last week, but you know that's fun little stuff.
Rob
But
would, if
what
I put
about
a new
you?
elf on the shelf, he would have already ripped his like head off.
That elf would
Because
be
that's
set
what
on
Rob
fire. You'd be acting
does.
out a scene on that elf for sure.
Mm-hmm. No.
What are you gonna get him though?
Well, okay. So Rob has been, he's not allowed on my computer anymore, because when he does get like overstimulated, he will like hit it and hit the screen and stuff. So right now you can't see what my screen's a little glitchy. But before that happened, he had been on my computer a whole lot on eBay finding things. And that's how I found and he can spell really, really well. So he will type in things that he wants. And so that's
That's
how I
awesome.
found the that movie Home, with like the character Captain Smek and O and stuff. That's how I found those, and I ordered those off eBay, and he's actually been doing really good with those and hasn't broken one, knock on wood. And because every like Buzz Lightyear, like, and we've probably bought like 10 Buzz Lightyears. They've all ended up in water or broken because he likes to throw them and break them, like in that scene in the movie where he falls off the stairs,
Mhm.
in Toy Story.
Mhm.
So
I say
anyway,
I know, but I've
Rob
never seen
got,
the movie, but I'm just going with it.
wait, you've never seen Toy Story?
Oh, Toy Story. I thought you said Home. Oh,
Oh,
you were
no,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
Buzz
yeah.
Lightyear, though. Okay,
Buzz
yeah,
Lightyear,
yes,
Buzz Lightyear.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
I was
I
like,
was thinking we
girl.
were still talking about Home, but then you did say Buzz Lightyear, but I we didn't switch to the name of the movie. So yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I've seen Toy Story.
You do need to watch Home though. I think the kids would like it. Like the music and stuff's really good. Just putting that out there.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
so anyway, he's been typing in for about 6 months this Buzz Lightyear on eBay that's like ranges from 800 to $2,000 compared, like, I guess depending on like the condition of it. I am having such a listen. I know uh, no. If you're wondering, we can't just afford, to get $1,000 Buzz Lightyear, $2,000 Buzz Lightyear. But also, if we could, uh, if Rob put that in the water or broke it, you would have to commit me after that. Like, I would be send me away, send me away. I'm not that couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So, and I'm like, really? He's telling me the one thing that he wants for Christmas, and it's this $1,000 Buzz Lightyear. I'm not going to do that, But I'm like, of
I'd
course,
have
my
to buy
child
it.
is like able to show me what he wants, and it's something I can't get. And
Yeah.
believe me, I would do anything for my child. But Rob, it's okay. Him and Channing are different in the sense where Channing has been a Peppa Stan forever. Right? He never wavers. Rob's
Mhm.
interests constantly change, and they like constantly favorite movie changes, favorite song, everything's changing. So, like,
Mhm.
I would invest in this Buzz Lightyear if I knew one, it wouldn't get broken, and two, he would be a fan for life and like carry this with him to college. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Maybe he's showing you that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why he's been showing it.
Okay.
Sorry. Do you want me to go halvesies on it?
No,
Like,
I
I need
absolutely
Rob
do
to have
not.
it.
Yeah. And it's funny because
I know. I'm just the worst.
he only wants it because it has this belt. Like it comes with this utility belt. So
Ooh. Could you get
I've been
him the utility
scouring the
belt? Could you
internet.
like find something?
That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to scour the internet for a utility belt Buzz Lightyear. So if anyone has any connections, if you have one of these old Buzz Lightyears and you want to sell it to me for $100, I'll buy I'll do $100. Anyway, so that's a
I know. You should post about it. I bet you'd find somebody.
I don't know. I don't want to like, use the internet to like I mean, I'd do anything for Rob, but I'm like, I'm trying to see if this interest of Buzz Lightyear belt wears off, but I don't think it is. Ugh. Um, okay, so are
No,
y'all
I
gonna
feel you.
go to the lake, or are y'all staying at the house for Christmas? Who's hosting?
So we normally stay at our house and everybody comes to us. And I think that's probably what we'll do again. I don't know that we'll go to the lake just because it's further out for people to drive and then we'd have to take presents there and all the things.
Yeah.
But I will say, so I had this story about the microwave. Have I told you about the microwave at my house?
No.
Okay. So, you know, thinking about hosting and all that. Um, we got like a month ago. No, yeah, maybe a month ago. We got a new microwave, which was a whole thing because they came to install the microwave. They took out our old microwave, but they didn't actually have the new microwave on the truck. So they were like, "Oh, we'll come back another day with the new one." And I was like, "No, no, no! You're not leaving with my microwave because I have a child who eats four things, two of which have to be microwaved,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a big deal." And so they had to put back in the old one. Anyway, finally we get the microwave, and 2 weeks later it breaks.
Oh.
So last week it broke. It just quit coming on. This is a brand new microwave. Okay. And I also went through a local company because I was like, I'm not going to use Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm going to go with a local company because they're going to, be better. And granted, all of this that's happening, if it were with Home Depot or Lowe's, would probably be even worse.
Mm-hmm.
But what's been going on has really sucked. So the microwave broke last week. I called them and I was like, okay, the microwave won't even turn on now. Something's going on. And they were like, okay, we'll get somebody out there on Monday. Well, so we had to go the whole weekend without one. So we went to the lake, which luckily we had that option, but went the whole weekend without it. So Monday they call me and say, actually, it's going to be Tuesday. So Tuesday, somebody comes out and it's one guy and he's like, I can't actually get this microwave out because this is a 2-person job because it's a built-in microwave. And I was like, yeah, well, why did they send one person to fix the microwave if you can't get it? I mean, they knew. And he was like, I can't do anything about it. My hands are tied. And I said, well, I'll help you. I was like, I will sign something that says I will not sue you. Like, let's just get the microwave out of the wall. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's all. And he's just scared he was going to drop it.
Mm-hmm.
So, because he had it like wiggled out, he just needed to like do the last little pull and then sit it down. And
Mm-hmm.
he just couldn't do that. And I was like, I got you.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm sorry. Like, we can't do that. And I was like, I'll sign something, like, whatever. I need this microwave fixed. And he, long story short, he left and said that the next available appointment for 2 people to come out was December 30th.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. So
No.
I call and I was like, hi, my name's Karen. I need to speak to a manager. And nothing against anybody named Karen out there, that I felt like I need to speak to a manager kind of
Yes.
person, but
Mm-hmm.
I needed to. This was imperative.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told them the story. I had to go into depths about why we need a microwave. And I
Mm-hmm.
hated to have to do that, but I was like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, it's not that it's first world problems. Like, we can't heat up our food. It's
Mm-hmm.
that my child eats 4 things and 2 of which need to be microwaved. And when I say they need to be microwaved, we have to microwave them like 3 or 4 times
And it's for like the
because
texture
he
of it
hands it
too. Like,
back.
yeah,
Yes,
like
it needs
like
to be
some
scalding hot. It needs to be crispy.
yeah, the oven won't do that like what a microwave
Mm-mm.
does. And like, listen, come at us. We know the microwave's not safe, but heck,
I know,
nothing's safe
gosh,
anymore. You know what I'm
I know.
saying?
Sorry, we have to have a microwave. I can't even go into that. Um, but and finally the girl was like, I understand. I will see what I can do. So they have somebody bringing me a new microwave today.
Oh,
Supposed
today.
to.
Okay.
Yes. Because I mean, I told him, I was like, I can't go the weekend again without
Yeah.
it. Um, and this was really hard for me because I am not a confrontational person.
Yeah.
I am not, but I was just at the point where it scares me that what if he like stops eating these foods because we're
Mhm.
not able to get, like it's a whole thing that these people don't understand.
Mhm.
And so, long story short, 12 to 4 today, a new microwave is supposed to be delivered. And if it does not work or get
Grandma's
delivered,
microwave is gonna have to do.
I'm gonna be so mad. And see, that's the other thing is by the time I get over to Grandma's microwave and then stupid dogs, and then come back, it's too cold. And I'm having to
Yeah.
walk back over. Like I need to be beside the microwave.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. People don't understand like the rigidity of the things that our kid like yeah, it's not a preference. It's an absolute. Like we have to do it.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, they
well,
stopped barking. Praise the Lord.
they stop working.
Um,
Well,
yeah,
I'm glad the
sorry. I feel like
microwave's coming
that's all
today,
I could
but
hear.
you can let us know how that goes getting installed. But I
I'm
think,
gonna be mad.
yeah. What were we thinking about? Oh, Christmas. We were talking about
Yes.
Christmas. So y'all
So
are gonna
that's
bring me
what.
home at Christmas.
Yes. So that's why I was mentioning the microwave was that if everybody's coming here for Christmas and then we don't have the microwave, like that would be rather annoying. But
Yeah.
sorry, I have a one track mind right now, and it is focused on microwave completion. And
Are
yeah,
the
we're
dogs
hosting
barking
the.
because the microwave's there?
I
Did
hope.
people
I
show
mean,
up?
if they were early, that'd be amazing. Hold on, let me actually check because if that is accurate and I don't answer the door, oh Lord, then it'd be
Oh,
on me.
Lordy. Okay, you check that. And I'll just kind of share for Christmas, we're doing the same thing too. We're staying home. I'll be talking to the audience because Lauren is, oh, wait, no, she's here.
It's
But if you
not.
need to step
No,
away, you
no
can.
microwave. No,
Okay.
you're fine.
Well, that's what we're doing too, is we're gonna stay home. It's just so much better for Rob, just in case he wants to, we call it nest. He loves to nest in our bed. He loves to nest in Mimi and Pappy's bed too. But Mimi and Pappy aren't gonna do Christmas at their house. So I think we're gonna go to them for Christmas Eve. And John wants to be with his family on Christmas Day. And long story short, our house is just like better for that for Rob. So we're gonna have John's family over, and um, hopefully, everything goes good. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm like, whatever, we'll see. I'm just gonna try to make sure Rob's like super regulated before. So we've been practicing like going on walks and stuff like that. And just like getting out of the house, I think has been really good for him. Even though he loves to be in the house, it's transitioning out of the house. And then once we get out, um, that is where most of the time, like we have good experiences. So, um,
So,
yeah.
where is Rob whenever everybody is over for Christmas?
He is usually, depending on how he's feeling, like with the vibe of the group, he is usually in our bedroom, which it's open towards the kitchen and living room, but he shuts the door and he's like in our bed and he creates like his little nest with his like favorite toys and family and his phone. And then he'll like pop in and out and just kind of like grace everyone with his presence, get a snack, ask for something. Maybe he'll just like run a lap outside. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much what he does is kind of posts up. But he has like some cousins that are going to be coming, some little cousins. So I'm hoping that he wants to like, you know, observe them, maybe play with them a little
Hmm.
bit, and we'll just see how it goes. But how does Channing when all your family's over? Is he in the sunroom mostly or in the shower?
Yeah, he goes into a different room. He'll be in the sunroom, and he does the same thing, like makes a little nest with his blankets and
Mhm.
two iPads and a talker, and just kind of cuddles up in like a little corner, and then he'll stay there. He'll kind of like walk into the room and just like kind of look and then run back away. It's really cute.
Yeah.
But he definitely prefers to be kind of off on his own. It was kind of nice last year because we got him that swing. And the newness is worn off of that swing, but the swing was like one of those pod swings. And so he would like sit in the swing and he could have his like iPads and his blankets in there, but then he could like pop his little head out the window and like be
Yeah.
in the room with us. But the swing is huge, so it's no longer sitting in the living room. Because he kind of stopped getting in it as much. But maybe we bring the swing out and see if he'll get it.
Yeah,
But
maybe
because
bring the
that's the
swing
thing
out.
I hate the most is feeling like he's in another room. Like I wish
Yes,
he,
I
but I know
agree.
he's where he's comfortable,
Mhm.
and I just, and then especially like if he gets in the shower and is in there, like we can't all go visit him in the shower. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll pop in and I'll be like, "Are you good?" And he'll be like, "Bah." Bye. And I'm like, okay, bye. But I think that is always kind of one thing that like tugs at me on Christmas is looking around the room, and like I normally don't get to see him sitting there in the room, but I know that he's right across the way. It's just that's always kind of like and I want him to be where he's happy, but it's kind of sucks, you know.
Yeah,
But
I know.
he's happy
Sorry,
in his little
you
room.
broke up for a minute in case I didn't like answer. I don't know what's going on with
Oh,
the Wi-Fi.
I
But
know.
that's okay. It's real
Yours
life.
has done that too for me too.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not showing that when we post it. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel too. Like I wish for me selfishly that like Rob would be in the room with us and hanging out and stuff. But as long as he's happy, like that is where he's like feeling safe and comfortable. And it's like his little, hub in the middle of all
Mm-hmm.
the chaos and the faces that aren't normally here. I mean, so we'll see. I don't know. I think I'm I'm hopeful that we'll have a good Christmas in terms of anxiety and stuff and how he's feeling. Um, I feel like maybe I'll do a medication update next time we check in. Hopefully, we can get on here next week. And I have some questions that um, some of our friends on the Our First Rodeo podcast Instagram like sent in for us, and I screenshot those. So maybe next week you can answer those because some of them are about medication and stuff. But maybe we could do like a pulse check before or after Christmas. We'll see.
Yeah.
Never
We
know with
should
Lauren
definitely
and
try
I.
to do one next week. I know. We should try to do one next week because the week after will be crazy. So if we can get in here, answer some of those questions next week, and then have Christmas and then do a recap of how wonderful or terrible it was.
Yes. And then Bailey, I can't forget Bailey. She had a question that was our high for 2025 and our peak and our valley. So I want us to like take that back and think about it because I feel like I've had a lot of valleys. I don't know which one is the
Mhm.
word. Maybe I do actually. But yeah, so we'll
Yeah.
have a lot of stuff to talk about for sure next week and then definitely after Christmas. So
Yeah. I'll stew on that one. Got it.
stew on it. All right.
Stew. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. And as always, you can watch this on YouTube as well if you have YouTube, which everybody has YouTube. Why did I say that?
You can tune into
All
our
right.
ASMR YouTube channel.
ASMR
I
YouTube,
actually
yes.
I actually want to hear Lauren's Coke crack at the beginning of this episode, so I can't wait to go back and listen to that. Oh yeah, do a little nail tap on the Coke. Oh yeah. All right.
All
That was
right.
it for our first rodeo. Yeehaw, bitches.